Hello students, here I am again. I am Pooja Shukla and I will teach you chemistry. So in our last lecture, we were studying our chapter number 1, that is matter and its composition. So today we will continue the same chapter. In our last lecture, we studied about matter. So what is matter? Anything that has mass and occupies space and can be perceived by our senses is called matter. So, what is mass and what is volume and what do you mean by perceived by our senses? I'll tell you. The quantity of matter that a body contains is known as its mass. As you know that each and every substance is made up of matter. So the quantity of matter in a particular substance is known as its mass, and the amount of space a substance occupies is called its volume, and perceived by our senses means we can feel that. So matter is not only that which we can see or touch, but also which we can feel, like air. We cannot see air, we cannot touch air, but we can feel air. So anything that has mass and occupies space and can be perceived by our senses is called matter. Now examples of matter: water, sugar, alcohol, milk, gold, coal, hydrogen, oxygen, rocks, all are matter because all of them have mass and occupy space. Then we studied about what is matter made up of. So matter is made up of tiny units called molecules, and when a large number of molecules join together, then they form a substance, and the arrangement of this molecule is fixed in each and every substance. And molecules are made up of atom. When two or more than two atoms join together, then they form molecule, and atoms join together with the help of chemical bonds. Then I told you some examples like hydrogen molecule, water molecule, nitrogen molecule, and carbon dioxide molecule. So atoms join together, then they form molecules, and when a large number of molecules join together, then they form a substance. Today we will study about characteristics of particles of matter. So properties of matter can be explained on the basis of arrangement and characteristics of particles. As we know that each and every substance is made up of atoms and molecules. So property of that substance is depends upon the characteristics and arrangement of that atoms and molecules. So we will study about this. First one, particles of matter have space between them which is called interparticular space or intermolecular space. As we know that in a matter there is space present between molecules of that matter. So it is known as intermolecular space or interparticular space. So we will understand this with the help of an activity. Here is an activity. Actually we discussed this activity in our last lecture to know that matter occupies space. So today we will discuss this activity to know that particles of matter have intermolecular space. For that, take a half glass of water, dip a spoon in it. Then what do you observe? That the water level rises, and it's indicating that spoon occupies space. And now remove the spoon. So water comes down to its original level, and now add a spoon of sugar to it and stir well. Then the sugar disappears, but the level of water in the glass does not rise. When you dipped a spoon in that water, so water level rises. But when you added sugar in that water, so water level didn't rise. Why? Because the particles of sugar are of small size. So they can adjust between the water molecule. As you can see in this picture that sugar particles adjusted between the intermolecular space of water molecule. So from this it is clear that in matter there is space present in between the particles which is known as interparticular space or intermolecular space. Second one, particles of matter are always in random motion. So we will understand this with the help of an activity. Take a cup of water, add a few drops of blue ink in water, and what do you observe? As you can see in this picture that the ink slowly mix uniformly in water. Uniformly means ink mixed completely with water. This is because the water as well as ink particles are in random motion. Due to motion, the blue colored particles of the ink spreads all over and give color to the water. So it means that particles of matter always in random motion. Now, why do these particles move? This is because they possess kinetic energy, and the kinetic energy increases with increase in temperature and decreases with decrease in temperature. Now, what is diffusion? Random motion of particles in order to attain equilibrium of concentration is called diffusion. Means particles का random motion जब तक कि वो equilibrium अटेंड नहीं कर लेते वो होता है डिफ्यूजन. मीन्स जब तक कंसंट्रेशन बैलेंस नहीं होगा तब तक पार्टिकल्स मोशन करते रहेंगे. वी विल अंडरस्टैंड दिस विद द हेल्प ऑफ एन एक्टिविटी. व्हेन वी ऐड ड्रॉप्स ऑफ इंक इनटू वाटर देन इंक spreads. So this spreading will last until the ink is mixed in water completely. Means अगर हम water लेंगे और उसमें ink की drops डालेंगे तो वो ink वाटर में स्प्रेड हो जाएगी और ये स्प्रेडिंग तब तक होगी जब तक इंक वाटर में कम्प्लीटली मिक्स नहीं होती. सो ये जो इंक कम्प्लीटली मिक्स होती है इट इज़ कॉल्ड इक्विलिब्रियम ऑफ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. सो diffusion can be observed in many aspects of day-to-day life, like the aroma of food comes from the kitchen because of diffusion. A pleasant smell of flowers comes because of diffusion, and bad odor of garbage comes because of diffusion. So now I think you know very well about diffusion, that random motion of particles in order to attain equilibrium of concentration is called diffusion. क्योंकि वहाँ पे concentration जो है वो balance हो जाता है. It is called equilibrium of concentration. Now third one, particles of matter attract each other. There exists a force of attraction between the particles or molecules of matter which holds them together. This is known as intermolecular force of attraction. Means in matter there is a force of attraction present in between the molecules of that matter, which is known as intermolecular force of attraction. Here is an activity. Take a wooden block and try to break it by applying force on it. The block does not break. The block is made up of particles which do not separate easily. Means there is a force of attraction present in between the molecules of that block. That's why we cannot separate them easily. Second, take some water in a tablespoon and throw it up. And what will you observe? You will see that the falling droplet of water are spherical in shape. Why they are spherical? Because water molecules hold each other. Means there is a force of attraction present in between the molecules of water. That's why water droplets are spherical in shape. All this show that there is intermolecular force of attraction between the particles of wooden block and water. Hence it is proved that intermolecular attraction between the particles keeps them together. So now I think you know very well about the characteristics of particles of matter. So here I am giving you two questions. Define intermolecular space and intermolecular force, and what is diffusion. So complete these questions fast. We will meet again. Bye and take care.